Hello, hello.
Welcome
Good morning.
to MyES webinar. We are happy to be here. We are starting with Hal, who is showing us his neighborhood.
This is it. This is my neighborhood where I live. You can see some cars and some nice trees, which is nice, and a street, a road in
Yeah,
Bologna.
this is Hal's neighborhood.
It's my neighborhood.
It's a nice neighborhood.
It
Wow.
is nice. It's
Yeah,
nice.
beautiful. And my neighborhood, you can't really see much because there's a building in front of my building. But if you are just joining us, welcome. Welcome to this webinar. This is level 1 to 3. We are happy to have you here. Happy to be here. Happy
So
to be
happy.
alive. Hallelujah. There is light and sunlight, and it is springtime.
It's the 6th of April, 2020. It only happens once.
Exactly.
This isn't a drill. This is the real thing.
Yes, it is almost the full moon, almost Passover, almost Easter, right? So it's exciting times, exciting times. So we want to know, what is your name? Where are you from? Cats or dogs? Coffee or tea? So why don't we show our cats and our dogs? So I have a cat.
Did you draw that? It's brilliant.
No, I didn't draw it. My aunt sent it to me. It's to paint.
I've got some cats. 2 cats and 1 dog.
Nice. And I have various cats. I'll show you. This
Wow. That's so funny.
It's funny, yeah. It's a cute idea for a gift, no?
Yeah.
So it came with these characters, yeah.
Isn't that cute, guys?
Isn't that adorable? Yeah. This last one. Okay, this one's a little bit less cute.
A little bit angry, we say,
Yeah,
right?
I'll show that as my face for the time here. So, what is your name? Where are you from? Cats or dogs, coffee or tea? Maybe this cat can answer. Can you ask the question and I'll answer?
Sure. What is your name?
My name is Penelope.
Perfect. It's my mum's name.
Is it really? Beautiful name.
Where are you from, Penelope? Where are you from?
I am from Surrey.
Cats or dogs?
Cats. I love cats. I am a cat.
You are a cat. Coffee or tea?
Tea.
Tea. Great.
Shall we interview your
Yeah, sorry, I just put it down. Also, we've got Hey Alfredo. Hi.
Hi, I'm Alfredo. Fantastic. Alfredo, welcome. It's nice to see you.
Welcome.
Let us know where you are from, cats or dogs, coffee or tea. So, hello, what is your name?
My name is Barnaby.
Okay, Barnaby is not my dad's name. Barnaby, where are you from?
I'm from Yorkshire.
Yorkshire, lovely. Cats or dogs? Do you prefer cats or dogs?
I prefer dogs.
And coffee or tea?
Coffee!
Fantastic. So we have Monique, Hal, Penelope, and Barnaby. Love it. All right, excellent. Alfredo says, I come from. Remember, I come from. So prepositions, to is to, you go somewhere, you move to. From, for example, I come from Los Angeles. Where do you come from?
I come from London.
I thought Surrey.
From London.
Oh, Surrey.
Well, I come from Surrey. Okay. Surrey is a place near London.
Near London. I looked it up, between London and Brighton.
Right. Exactly.
So I come from a little town of the Marche called Montefiore del Aso, but now I live in Rome. Fantastic.
Brilliant.
I'm Paolo from Salerno. Lovely.
Hi.
And Alfredo says,
I have a cat and I prefer coffee.
Lovely. What about you, Al? Cats or dogs?
Dogs.
And coffee or tea?
Coffee.
How interesting, because I prefer
You?
cat and tea.
Yeah, the opposite. There
That's
we go.
exactly like our animals, the same as Penelope and Barnaby.
Mm,
So when we choose an animal, we can see it just clearly, our true selves come through.
exactly.
Okay, I come from Salerno. Fantastic.
Perfect. To
Beautiful.
come from a place.
From Salerno. So today we are talking about neighborhoods, right? So let's show this here, neighborhoods. So what are neighborhoods and how do we pronounce neighborhood, right?
That's a strange word.
Yeah, neighborhood.
Neighborhood.
In English?
Neighborhood.
Yeah, so I'm from Los Angeles. Sometimes we say hood.
You do.
We say hood, short version. But the pronunciation is neighborhood. So 3 syllables, neighborhood. Can you say it 3 times?
Neighborhood. Neighborhood. Neighborhood.
Right, neighborhood. So I live in Bologna and I live in the Mazzini neighborhood, for example.
Mhm.
Oh, Paul said,
Oh, yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
hello to your
Oh,
cat.
lovely.
Paul, what is your cat's name? I love cats. I want a cat.
Do you not have one? No. Mm.
I don't have one. So sad. Do you have a cat?
No.
No.
Yeah.
Okay. And what neighborhood do you live in, Hal?
I live in Bologna, and I live in. Mm, it's quite. I don't know the name. Porta Saragozza, the
Yeah,
neighborhood of
Saragozza
Porta
neighborhood.
Saragozza.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Saragozza neighborhood. Oh, that's so cute.
Oh,
The cheeks of your cats. Please say hello to Bella from both of us. Beautiful
yes.
name too.
Say Hal and Monique. They say hello.
Hal and Monique.
What do we mean by neighborhood?
Yeah, let's take a look. What is neighborhood? For example, if we look at London, so Hal is from London, right? Hal is from London. What neighborhood of London are you from, maybe, or do you like?
Well, I used to work in the past. I worked in the West End for
Wow.
a year. I worked in the West End, and you can see on this map of London, right? We have different neighborhoods,
Yeah.
different areas in the city. That's the West End, exactly.
So near Piccadilly Circus and Coventry.
Exactly. The West End is a nice neighborhood.
Is the West End a nice neighborhood of London?
Yeah, it's where all the theatres are. Lots and lots of theatres and museums in the West End.
And I learned from our focus that the city and the South Bank and Southwark is more a financial district and work district. From our other colleague named Jess, who is also from London. Alfredo says, I live in Rome, neighborhood called Casale dei Pazzi. Okay, fantastic. Just one note about the spelling of neighborhood. Neighborhood, UK. So I'm from the United States. I'm from Los Angeles. Hal is from Surrey, from London, from the UK. And often we spell words differently. So just to share, neighborhood in the UK is written with a U. In the US, no U. Same pronunciation, though. Neighborhood, neighborhood, neighborhood. Good. Let's look at another city. So let's look at Los Angeles. So I am from Los Angeles. There are many neighborhoods in Los Angeles. I'm from Hollywood, right here.
Wow.
My mom lives in West LA, which is near Westwood, right here. I worked at an amazing metaphysical bookshop here in Venice Beach.
Okay, yeah.
Monica is a very nice neighborhood that I like a lot. Let's see here. Downtown is an interesting neighborhood. What else? Sherman Oaks is where my best friend Lauren lives, which is across the Hollywood Hills, right?
Okay.
Let's see here. Other neighborhoods. There's a lot of neighborhoods.
If you could live anywhere, which neighborhood do you like most? Do you prefer?
Venice Beach, which is
Okay.
Venice Beach. Venice is a nice neighborhood. It's very, it has a great energy to it.
Mhm.
I really like Venice Beach. So, okay, and let's look at one more neighborhood. What about Dun Dun? Maybe some of you have been there. Maybe you have been there, Hal.
I have. Woo.
So what's
New York, New York.
New York, New York, a hell of a town. The Bronx is up and the Battery's down. My mom is from New York.
Oh, great. Which
Yeah.
neighborhood?
She's from the Bronx.
Okay. Which
Yeah.
is north,
North.
right?
Exactly. North. So
I have a friend who lives in Harlem.
oh, nice. Up here.
MD, yeah, she's in Harlem.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, which is
So
the
have you ever been to New York? Tell us. Do you know New York City? I used to work. I lived in New York for 2 years, and I worked in Murray Hill.
Okay.
A neighborhood with a lot of Indian food.
Wow.
Then there's the Lower East Side, which is a neighborhood with a lot of history of punk music, right? What neighborhood did you like?
I liked probably Greenwich Village and Soho.
Yeah, Greenwich Village.
Yeah.
Definitely Soho, which is south of Houston. Soho. My brother, you lived before in Chinatown.
Okay.
Now he lives here in Brooklyn. Okay, lovely. So let's dive into our focus for the day. So, can you read again, Hal, this word?
Sure. My neighborhood.
Yeah, so try this at home, saying my neighborhood. My neighborhood. I'll say it 3 times. My neighborhood, my neighborhood, my neighborhood. Try it, Hal.
My neighborhood, my neighborhood, my neighborhood. It's an important thing where you live, your zone, your area.
Yeah, so you have your city and then your neighborhood.
Exactly.
So Alfredo said his city is Rome and his neighborhood is Casale dei Pazzi. Fantastic. Can you read the objectives?
Sure. In this activity, neighborhood vocabulary, there are, and adverbs of frequency.
Yes, fabulous. Adverbs of frequency. So we have some questions for you. My neighborhood. Ask and answer these questions. Where do you live? So where do you live? Where do you live?
Where do I live?
Yeah.
I live in Bologna. In the neighborhood is Saragozza. My neighborhood is Saragozza. Yeah, I live near a road, a big road.
Fantastic.
And you, Monique, where do you live?
I live in Bologna. I live in the Mazzini neighborhood. I live in a building that is 6 stories high. I live on the first floor.
Okay.
My neighborhood is relaxing, friendly, nice. What else? My neighborhood is lovely, kind. The streets are pretty, the trees are green, and the market is close by. So
Good.
So tell us, where do you live? All right, moving forward, what neighborhood do you live in? What about in London? When you lived in London, what
Yeah.
neighborhood did you live in?
I lived in, it would be called Tooting. Tooting
Mhm.
is the neighborhood, which is a neighborhood in the southwest corner of London, Tooting. It was wonderful. It was so nice there.
Yeah.
It has a huge park and a huge um, Lido, which is an outdoor swimming pool, a swimming pool,
Oh.
massive swimming pool open in the park in the summer. It has a wonderful market with
Uh-huh.
street stalls and great food, and it had some incredible curry houses, Indian food. I mean, just
Oh.
crazy, just
Mango
the best, just the best food you could imagine
mango
for £4. You know, an amazing meal, so cheap and
We
wonderful.
call them curry houses.
Yeah, a curry house in the UK.
Indian restaurant
Exactly.
in London. Wow,
A curry house.
fantastic. Curry house. That sounds delicious. So if you're just joining us, we invite you to tell us, where do you live and what neighborhood do you live in? Alfredo says, I live in Rome. My neighborhood is Casale dei Pazzi in Bertero Street. Fantastic. Beautiful.
Wonderful. Thank
Okay.
you.
Oops. All right, let's reveal all of the questions. Can you read, Hal? 3 more
Is
questions.
your neighborhood big or small? Do you like your neighborhood? And do you like your neighbors?
Yeah, this is a very important, big question.
Mhm.
People that live next to.
So my neighborhood is, I don't think it's big. It's small. It's not a big area. It's quite small. And I like it. I like my neighborhood here. Um, my neighbors. Do I like my neighbors? Yeah, so neighbors, people that live near you. Neighborhood is the area, guys.
Right.
Place in the city. The neighbors are the people who you see every day when you leave your house.
Every day, maybe.
Maybe,
But
yeah, it depends.
neighbors, yeah. So remember, neighborhood and area. Neighbors are people, physical people. So neighbors could be nice, mean, loud, right? La, 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 la,
Mhm,
soft.
mhm,
Maybe your neighbors have kids, children. Maybe they have babies that cry all day.
mhm.
Maybe your neighbors have cats and dogs.
Dogs that bark, woof, woof,
Dogs
woof, all
are
day.
cats that meow. Maybe your neighbors have birds that chirp all day.
Maybe they play music.
Maybe your neighbor is a drummer. He's
Uh-huh.
studying Rush, the band, the Canadian band Rush, and is trying to get the polyrhythms all day and all night. Let's see, Alfredo. Can you read Alfredo's?
In my neighborhood is big. There are many restaurants and one park, but there isn't a museum.
Okay,
Okay.
interesting. Look out, the spelling and restaurants is plural, right?
There are many restaurants.
There are plural. There is singular. That's great. So there are many restaurants, good usage of many.
Yeah,
So
lovely.
my neighborhood is big. There are many restaurants and one pack, but there is,
Park?
park, yeah. Cool. That sounds nice. Alfredo, that sounds nice, like a nice neighborhood.
Yeah.
My neighborhood, there are not many restaurants, or there are not many restaurants, or there aren't many restaurants, because it's residential. More families, people, it's outside the city center. So there are not many restaurants. There is not a museum. There isn't a museum. There is a park, but it's closed right now. But it's a nice park, and there is a Conad supermarket 5 minutes away walking.
The big one. Big, no?
Not very, very big, but big.
Oh, okay.
It's
Yeah,
big.
yeah.
That's very convenient, right? It's
Yeah,
very
convenient.
nice. So Paul says, I live in Salerno. My neighborhood is big near the old town. Fantastic. Excellent. That's lovely.
Lovely.
Yeah, so Hal, do you like your neighbors?
Yeah. Oh, my number 5. I don't know them that well.
Okay, so Hal doesn't know.
Doesn't.
Have you seen them?
Yes, yes. It's a small building, and my neighbors across from me, the apartment across from me,
Huh?
they are students, and they have all gone away home during this. So I haven't seen them for a long time. And before, when they were here, we said hello maybe, but I don't know them. I don't know them well.
Are they good neighbors?
Yeah. No problems.
Mm,
No complaints. No problems.
fantastic.
Yeah. And they always smile.
Wow, they always smile. That's so nice.
Yeah, and I always smile. If you smile, the world smiles back.
Oh, if you smile, the world smiles back.
I need to put my charger in 1 sec, and then I want to know about your name.
Oh, nice. If you smile, the world smiles back. It is true. If you smile, the world smiles. I like my neighborhood because there are many shops and a public garden. Fantastic.
Lovely.
Very,
That
very
sounds
nice.
great.
But do you
Monique, how about you?
what? Oh
Do
yeah.
you like your neighbors?
So I will write it here. I do not like my. No, I do not have to be quiet. They know. Okay.
Okay.
I do not like my neighbors because they are rude. They
Okay,
are
rude.
disrespectful, and they are mean. They are not nice.
Oh,
My
I'm sorry.
Okay. My neighbors that live upstairs are a family of 4 people. Mother, father, and 2 children. The children are young. They are maybe 1 and 3 years old. And they are very, very, very loud. So I'll put my neighbors are very, very loud. So loud is the opposite of soft, right? So loud is like, ah, soft is, hey, I'm talking very soft. Loud is a loud voice. So my neighbors are very, very loud. It is a problem.
I'm sorry.
I have spoken to them, but they are not nice and they keep making loud noises all the time. Luckily, I am a musician, so I'm also loud, and I take this opportunity to practice dynamics comfortably in my music because they are so loud and rude that I just consider it an invitation to be freer, be more free with my dynamics and volume.
Yeah.
But it is an unfortunate situation. It's
Unfortunate.
My roommate is more sensitive to noise.
Okay, so for her.
Well, so no, he actually is not here during the quarantine.
Okay.
He is at a friend's apartment in the city center that was free.
Okay.
So this is good because otherwise it would be very difficult for my roommate. So,
Mhm.
what about you? Do you like your neighbors? Do you know your neighbors, right? So, do you like your neighbors? Do you know your neighbors? Do you have neighbors? Some people live in houses,
Mm,
no neighbors, right?
right. In the countryside, maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, Alfredo, my neighbors are very nice.
Oh,
Great. Perfect. Perfect spelling as well.
lovely.
Cool.
Yeah, excellent spelling. Yeah. All right, fantastic. Great job, everyone. So let's see some vocabulary matching. All right, shall we read it? Let's read each one 3 times.
Okay. Should I
Go.
go? Okay. Library, library, library.
Post office, post office, post office.
Dog park, dog park, dog park.
Pharmacy, pharmacy, pharmacy.
Hair salon, hair salon, hair.
Church, 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 church.
And school, school, school. And then we have these lovely
School, school,
pictures.
school.
School, school.
And then we have these lovely pictures there. And school is cool. So let's go in here and see what is A. Can you tell us what A is?
And then A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
Library.
All right.
Paul says, yes, I know my neighbors. They are, okay. This is a false friend. Rumorous or rumorous. So what you mean is loud, which is an adjective, makes a lot of noise.
We could say noisy as well, no? Loud, noisy.
Noisy. So Paul, check this out. Loud, adjective, makes a lot of noise, noisy. So you would say my neighbors are loud or my neighbors are noisy. Not rumorous, right? Not rumorous. Loud or noisy. Party people, loud.
Party people.
Party people is
Yeah.
very, very clear. Yeah.
Yeah. You can say they are party people and they're very loud, exactly.
Yeah, excellent, excellent. So Alfredo is suggesting A. Let us reveal it. Is it A? 3, 2, 1. Da-da-da. Yes, it is.
Yeah, and it looks like such a beautiful library, that.
So remember, library is where you get books for free for an amount of time. Bookstore is where you buy with money, like Feltrinelli is a bookstore, not a library, right? Here in Bologna, we have Sala Borsa, a beautiful library.
Yes.
All righty, Alfredo is saying B, church. Let us reveal it. And 3, 2, 1.
Good
Fantastic.
job.
Wow, rockin'. Fantastic. C, post office. Excellent. Is there a post office in your neighborhood?
There is, yes. There's
Yeah.
there's one nearby, close to me. Very handy, very
Yeah.
useful.
The post office in my neighborhood is next to the supermarket.
Oh, okay.
So it's
That's-
very useful, very nice and easy.
Yeah, convenient.
Convenient, yeah. So D is so D is pills. But where do you buy pills? You either buy pills from a pusher on the street
It's true.
or you buy pills in this place. I believe the word comes from Greek. And it starts with a f sound, like fooey or feta.
Funny. Fennel.
Fennel, good one, fennel. Far out, D. What is D?
Fantastic. DDD. It's
Fantastic.
the place where you buy the pills in the picture.
Right.
Pills.
So where you buy
Medicine.
where you buy medicine, where you buy cough syrup, where you buy maybe
A
drugs,
mask.
where you buy a mask,
I
where
don't
you
have one, but
buy What else do you buy? Where you buy Voltaren? Where you buy cream? Where you buy shampoo? Shall we reveal it?
Yeah.
Okay, 3, 2, 1. It is a okay. Pharmacy.
Pharmacy, right. Exactly. Pharmacy.
Pharmacy is a place where you buy medicine. Exactly. Good. Yeah. Medicine. Pharmacy, a place where you buy medicine. Excellent. Okay. In my neighborhood, there is a pharmacy. Very close. Okay. What about E? Something that is closed right now. Fantastic.
Thanks, Alfredo. Yeah.
D, that Hal likes and that Monique doesn't really like.
Pharmacy? D? Oh, F. F. I thought you meant pharmacy.
No,
I don't like pharmacy.
pharmacies.
I like
F.
I like these. Yeah.
I like everything except F.
Although I don't like the place, this place, F.
Oh,
Because
really?
to me, you don't need them. Dogs should be free.
I will put this comment in.
Yeah, exactly. They don't seem necessary to me.
Right. I don't have a dog, so I don't know.
No, neither do I. I don't have a dog. I don't have a dog. But in the UK, you never ever see these places. Ever.
Really?
Yeah, you just have a park.
See them everywhere.
Everywhere. And in New York as well. Yeah.
I guess so. That's very funny. So in the UK, there are no Fs.
No Fs.
Are there? Is it like a bulldog? Maybe.
I think so. Yeah. Alfredo, lovely.
Yeah, Paul.
Yeah, good, Paul. Exactly. Thank you.
And G is fantastic. Good job, everyone. So in my neighborhood, there is a school and a hair salon, but there isn't a dog park. So school, just the article is without the N, right? Fantastic sentence, Alfredo. Excellent. Yeah. I don't know if there's a dog park in my neighborhood because I don't have a dog.
Yeah, we don't know. There is a park in my neighborhood. Not a dog park, I don't think.
So fabulous. Let us move forward. So how often we talk about frequency, right? How often, frequency. So how often do you eat sushi?
I hardly ever eat sushi.
I eat sushi once every 3 months.
Wow.
Almost. I also hardly ever eat sushi. So let's read through some adverbs of frequency. So these here are adverbs of frequency that often answer the question, how often? Something recurring, right? Something recurring. So let's read through. Can you read the adverbs of frequency?
With pleasure. We have never, always, every day, once a week, twice a month.
Fantastic. Just a note, twice a month, then 3 times. 4 times.
Twice,
5 times.
3 times, 4 times, 5 times.
Once, twice, then goes to 3 times, 4 times, etc. So once, twice, 3 times a month, 4 times a month. Good. I'll read the examples. I never go to the dog park. It's true. I go to the cinema once a month, but for me, I never go to the cinema. Well, if someone invites me, I go, but otherwise I don't. And I go to school every day. So the question, how often do you go to the? How often do you go to the, let's see some examples here. How often do you go to the, so some examples. For example, number one, Hal, how often do you go to the market?
Ooh, I go to the market once a week.
Me too. Me too. So we'll read through these and we want you to answer the different questions that are asking how often. So how frequently, right? How often? See, never, usually, often, sometimes, always, every day, once a week, twice a month, etc. Right?
And sorry.
Two.
I was just going to say, remember, guys, that we need to put, when we answer, we have subject. Usually we have subject. I, adverb, always, verb, go to the market. If we use these phrases like once a week, twice a month, we usually put them at the end. I go to the market once a week. Okay, so if it's an adverb, put it in between. And if it's a little phrase, put it at the end.
Good point. Very, very, very good point. Yeah. So I'll put this here. So we would have subject plus adverb plus verb. I always eat sushi. Or here, I eat sushi once a week. Very good point. Yeah, lovely. So let us know your answers to these questions. I always go to the market. Really?
Every day? Always?
I
always go to the market when the market is there, which is what I do. Yeah.
When the market is open. Yeah. Alfredo says, I eat pasta twice a week. Nice. How often do you eat pasta, Hal?
I eat pasta probably also twice a week. Twice a week, maybe 3 times a week.
I usually eat pasta once a week.
Okay.
Sometimes more, sometimes less. But and Hal, how often do you shower?
At the moment, guys, let's say 2 every 3 days, 2 out of 3 days. So not.
So you shower once every 3 days.
No, twice every 3 days. So once every 3 days, I probably don't shower.
Twice every 3 days. It's really complicated. Hal showers twice every 3 days.
Probably.
I never shower.
No.
Just kidding.
Monique never showers.
Yeah, let's just put it here, Monique.
Not that frequently. I don't shower every day for sure.
Monique never shower. No. So remember, the verb to shower is when you go into your bathroom and you stand under the water and the water comes down and you wash your hair, wash your body. Okay, no, it's not true. Monique showers. So I would say every other day, which means alternate. Yeah. One day yes, one day no. Monique showers every.
I'm quite close to that. Every other day.
Every other day. And how often do you call your mom? Ooh, not enough.
Yeah. I call my mum, again, we can practice this, no? At the moment, because I mean, in this period of time, in this situation, as we are today in quarantine, at the moment, once a week.
How often do you usually call
Usually, once a fortnight. Once every 2 weeks.
Oh, interesting. I'd never used that. Fortnight is such an English term. I would have asked you what?
Wait, what?
So at this moment, meaning in this period, Hal calls his mom once a week. And
Yeah.
I call my mom every other day in this period.
Alright.
Yeah,
And
just
you don't shower, you call your mom.
exactly. I shower one day, then I call my mom the other day. Exactly. I
Okay.
can't do them on the same day. It's too much.
No, you gotta, yeah.
So my mom is in Los Angeles. She lives in West LA, and she is at home, right? Is your mom at home?
Yes, yeah.
Where
They're
does
at
she
home.
live?
They're in Surrey, my
Hmm.
parents,
Mm-mm-mm.
near London.
So we
Yeah.
want you to also answer us to these questions. Answer these questions, right? And if it's not clear, ask us, right? If there's
Yeah,
any,
any questions?
please ask us, right? We are here for you. You are here for us. We are together in this beautiful world.
Exactly.
Hmm.
How often do you cook?
Good question. I cook twice or three times a day.
Hmm.
How often do you cook?
Twice a day.
Hmm.
I don't like, um, never in my life, guys, I have never prepared meals for like a week, before. I can't do it. I've tried to do it. I can't. I don't know why. On Sunday, some people, they make a whole big, lovely meal and then they can eat it in the week. I cook every day
No,
something.
I can't. There's the joy of cooking fresh
Yeah,
food, right?
yeah. It's very
Yeah,
relaxing.
I agree. And how often do you play chess?
I I very rarely play chess.
Hmm.
Very, very rarely.
And I often play chess.
Yeah.
Love chess. Chess is the game where the objective is to kill the king of the other side, right? Chess has the
Mhm.
king, the queen, the players. Last question. How often do you eat lasagna?
um, I don't often eat lasagna, but
Mm,
when I do, there's
yes.
an amazing pasta place near me on Via Platello that
Mhm.
has, and I'm vegetarian, so they do a artichoke pasta
Wow.
lasagna, and it is
Amazing.
incredible.
Yeah.
So when I check sometimes because the menu changes. So sometimes if I'm walking down, I will just have a look, and if they have that, I will eat lasagna, and
Delicious.
maybe that's once a month. It's great.
I haven't eaten lasagna in a very, very long time.
Come and get this artichoke one. It's
I would
very
love
special.
to try that. So let's dive back into our focus. Again, remember if you have any questions or any comments, we want you to write, whether it's about this, about some other grammar.
Anything.
Move forward. There's
Yeah.
no other questions. Okay. So what is there? What is there, Hal?
What is there? It says here, what's in my English school's neighborhood? But we want to do this with our neighborhoods, no?
Yeah, because we have, let's see here. We have Alfredo who's from the Marche but lives in Rome, and Paolo from Salerno. So what is there in your neighborhood? What is there in where you go to school, my English school's neighborhood? We could talk about where our school is too. What is there
Right.
in that neighborhood?
Wow. Well, you know it better, but it's right in the center of the city. So
Hmm.
there's there's loads of great stuff. There's some great restaurants in the neighborhood, I imagine. Um, there is a park not too far,
Hmm.
and a big piazza, a big square.
There's an organic, there is an organic, uh, little organic supermarket
Ooh,
on
I don't know.
Meta. I have never been. Oh, Paul says, I eat lasagna sometimes. In this case, Paul, it would be the adverb before the verb. I sometimes eat lasagna. That's nice. Yeah, lasagna is nice. Yeah, excellent. So what is there in, for example, my English school's neighborhood? Hal, could you read?
Yes, here we have some examples. In this neighborhood, there is singular. There is a school. And in this neighborhood, there are plural, there are two dog parks.
Exactly.
Seems like too many dog parks. Why do you need two? You just need one.
Yeah. Another example, in this neighborhood, there are lots of restaurants. So lots,
Nice.
there's many. There are
Right.
lots of.
And we don't have an exact number, but we just say, oh, there are lots of restaurants.
Yeah, there's lots of. There's 5, there's 6, there's 7, there's 19 restaurants in the neighborhood, right? So again, we see our vocab: library, post office, dog park, pharmacy, where you buy medicine, hair salon, church, and school. So tell us, what is there or what isn't there? What are there or what aren't there in your neighborhood? Right?
We've got 4 minutes, guys. So any questions as well?
So in my neighborhood, there is a small hair salon.
Mm-hmm.
In my neighborhood, I don't know if there are churches. I am not Christian nor Catholic, so I really don't know. In my neighborhood, there is a big school. My English school, there isn't. Good. So you would say there isn't my English school in my neighborhood. Good sentence. Yeah. So you would swap it around though. There isn't my English school in my neighborhood, right?
Right.
Or you could say my English school is not in my neighborhood. Oh, you would say that isn't. School. That's great. Okay, so Alfredo, you have to travel to get to my English school. Interesting. There is a my English school in my neighborhood.
Yes.
Close, but I work at the central my English school in Bologna.
And I taught once at the English school, in your neighborhood.
It's called Bologna Levante, or I don't remember.
But I don't remember.
Was it nice?
It's lovely. It's huge. It's enormous.
In front of the supermarket I go to called Yeah.
Right. I used to work next to it.
Yeah. So let's see. There isn't a library in my neighborhood. What else is in your neighborhood or in your guys' neighborhood?
There is a museum. There's a small museum near me in my neighborhood. Yeah. The Museum of the Resistance.
Ooh, have you been?
I have. It's great. It's very,
really?
Yeah, it's really interesting. And there is there's a hair salon as well.
Oh, wow. Lovely. We have Paul saying, near my English school, there are many shops. And it is not lontano from the sea. Okay, good. It is not far from the sea.
Far. It's not far. It's
but
close.
Very good, Paul. That's okay. It's it's nice to have you right. So it is not far from the sea. Where does Paul live? Paul is in Salerno, I think.
Salerno, yeah.
Paul, you are very lucky. Oh, you are very lucky to live by.
By the sea. How beautiful.
Yeah, amazing. The Tyrrhenian Sea, right? Paul, you are very lucky to live near the sea. So far, and the opposite is near, right?
Yeah.
Far, near and far. So we're almost finished for time. We have 1 minute left. Please, if you have any other questions, ask us. If you have any comments about your neighborhood, in 10 minutes, there will be another webinar. Alfredo says, I go to English
school by scooter.
Yeah, cool.
Nice.
Love scooters. Paul says, yes, it's true. Good vibes.
Good
Yeah,
vibes. That's what we want.
good energies. Thank you so much. You've been fantastic.
It's been great.
MyES Facebook group where you can go and ask any more questions if you have, or to share more English. Excellent job to everyone. Really, really great. It's been fantastic. Domo arigato gozaimasu. Domo arigato. Thank you, Hal. This has been
Thank
fun.
you.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Thanks. And we will see you next time. So
Have a wonderful day.
signing off, this is Hal and Monique from My English School. Bye.